All right, today we're going to dive into a question that, well, it seems so simple, right? But it's actually one of the biggest puzzles in all of neuroscience. I mean, what does it really mean to understand something? Not just, knowing a fact, but truly getting it. We throw that word around constantly, but what's actually going on inside our heads is this incredible, high-speed dance of prediction, memory, and putting it all together. So, let's get into it.
So, first things first, we got to draw a line here. Understanding? It's not just about collecting facts like they're trading cards. No, it's about how you weave all those facts together into a bigger, meaningful picture inside your head. This really breaks it down perfectly. Think about it like this. On one side, you've got mere comprehension. That's like having a single puzzle piece. You know a fact, say, the sky is blue. Okay, you get the statement. But on the other side, you have deeper understanding. And that's where that same puzzle piece connects to a whole bunch of others. It's not just knowing the sky is blue, but grasping why it's blue. You're connecting it to ideas about light, the atmosphere, the whole shebang. It's all about building that web of context.
So, the big question is, how does our brain actually build this web? Well, it's constantly, and I mean constantly, building a mental model of the world. It's like an inner matrix of your reality that gets updated with every single new thing you learn or experience.
And there's a name for this. Neuroscientists call it a situation model. A good way to think about it is like a mental movie that your brain is directing, in real time. It's not just the raw data, the words you hear or the things you see. It's the full, rich mental picture you create by mixing that new info with everything you already know. And that's the key takeaway here. This is an active process. Your brain is building this, not just soaking it up.
And this leads us to one of the coolest, most mind-bending ideas in all of neuroscience right now. Your brain is not a passive sponge, just soaking up information from the world. Nope, it's a full-on prediction machine. It's constantly making its best guess about what's going to happen next, all based on that internal model it's built.
This image here shows this process perfectly. It's called active inference, and you can think of it as a constant loop. See? Your brain perceives something, it forms a belief about it, and then it makes a prediction. Now, when you do something and what actually happens doesn't match your prediction, you get what's called a prediction error. And this isn't a mistake. It's actually the secret sauce to learning. That little error signal is what tells your brain, hey, update the model, so your next guess is just a little bit better. This cycle is running 24/7, sharpening your understanding of reality with every passing moment.
Okay, so if the brain is this busy construction site, constantly building and updating this model, where exactly is the foreman's office? Where does all this stuff come together to give us that, aha, I get it moment?
Well, let's meet the star of the show, the angular gyrus. It's this little hub tucked away right where a bunch of major brain regions meet. Think of it as the brain's master integrator. It's the spot that pulls in everything, sights, sounds, memories, language, and weaves it all together into one single coherent story about what's going on.
And that whole loop we were just talking about? This is where it all goes down, and it happens at a truly mind-boggling speed. Just look at this timeline. In the first fifth of a second of seeing or hearing something new, your angular gyrus just sets the basic context. Then, in the next fraction of a second, it's like it goes racing through your mental library, pulling out all the relevant memories and ideas. And then, after just half a second, boom, it stitches everything together. What you're sensing, what you remember, into one solid unified understanding. The whole thing, this incredibly complex process of making sense of something, it happens faster than you can blink. That's just wild.
Okay, I know this might sound a little bit abstract, so let's bring it down to earth. Let's watch this incredible three-step process in action with something super simple, something you do all the time, reading a sentence.
We're just going to build a sentence piece by piece and see how your brain puts together that situation model in real time. All right, here we go. The cat sat. And just like that, bam! In under 200 milliseconds, your angular gyrus has already set the stage. It's recognized the words and figured out the basic gist. We've got an animal, and it's doing something. Okay, now we're in phase 2. In that next fraction of a second, your brain is digging through the files. It's pulling up everything you know about cats, furry, pointy ears, the whole deal. It's grabbing the concept of sitting, and here's the cool part. It's already making predictions. It's thinking, where could this cat be sitting? A chair? A lap? Maybe a windowsill? And then we get the last piece, on the mat. Right after that half-second mark, your brain hits the final step, integration. It takes the words, all those memories it pulled up, and the prediction it made, and combines them into one complete mental image.
Your prediction was just resolved, and now you have a stable situation model. You don't just understand the words, you can actually see the cat on the mat in your mind's eye. That, right there, is understanding.
And the building blocks for these mental models are pretty interesting themselves. Our knowledge is kind of layered into different types of beliefs. So when you read cat, you're tapping into what's called an empirical belief, a belief about a physical object. When you get the action, the sitting, that's a relational belief about an event. And if this were a whole story, you'd be using conceptual beliefs about narratives. All these different layers are the Lego bricks your brain uses to build those rich, detailed models.
Okay, so let's pull the camera way, way back. We've just been talking about a single sentence, but the implications of what we've just discussed are, well, they're huge.
Because this whole cycle, this loop of predicting, correcting, and building models, your brain doesn't just do that for reading. It's doing it all the time. It's how you're understanding my voice right now. It's how you navigate a room without bumping into things. It is literally how you experience the world. And it explains so much, right? It's why two people can see the exact same thing happen and walk away with two totally different stories. Because your reality isn't something you just see. It's something your brain builds.
And this isn't a new idea, really. It goes all the way back to Plato's cave. This quote here just nails it. What we think of as solid, objective reality, it's really a construction. It's a collage of images and mental representations. Basically, one giant situation model of the entire world that your brain is building just for you.
So that leaves us with a pretty wild final thought. If your entire experience of the world is just a predictive model, built from your unique beliefs and your memories, then how much of what you experience is what's really out there, and how much of it is just a reflection of what's in here? It's a fascinating question, and definitely one worth trying to understand.